Doom. Blitz action coming at you. Come a long way this month, haven't we? Worked through a lot of bangers. Here we are finally starting off the pro bracket. So pro bracket going on now. We got Kwos versus Burg to start things off in the pro bracket. So there's 8 players, single elimination. Captain Burg, he did take second place on the Kong map a while back. He's kind of an OG Blitz player, been around for a while, fighting out of the US of A, 28 years old. Prefers Yuri's Revenge. Top 25 in QM, but in Blitz, he's top 6 right now in Blitz. Been playing for about 5 years. You guys know Burg. He needs no introduction. We got Kwos out of Jordan. Kind of a newer player. People less familiar with him, but he's definitely a great player right now. He puts up points in traditional against the best players in the world right now. Definitely a competitor. He did take first place on the Lake map a couple months back, and then we haven't seen much of him since then. So it is best of 5. Best of 5 here. We're going to start things off Soviet versus Soviet, then go Allied versus Allied, then Allied versus Sov, then Sov versus Allied. So we got Burg in red on the left. We got Kwos in yellow on the right. Yeah, so Burg, Kwos is a beast. I feel like just recently, like I said, we haven't really seen as much of him in Blitz, but when he does play them, I mean, he's a monster. He's just a great player in traditional, and it carries over nicely to Blitz. Fast player, traditionally a Soviet player, very comfortable with rhinos. I think his most comfortable matchup here is going to be Soviet versus Soviet. Burg's doubting himself a little too much. He's been kind of talking down on himself in this match, saying that he doesn't have a chance, etc. Burg, for those of you guys who saw last month, Burg played amazing last month. He played incredible top-notch Blitz. Lost to Legend in one of the closest matches I've ever seen in my life. If you guys missed that, head over to the YouTube. Legend versus Burg. It has the title that says closest game ever. Absolute barn burner. So Burg can definitely hang with the best of them. When he's playing his game, things are going smooth. So we'll see if he plays his game today and he puts on a show for us. Kwos has an engineer ready. He's going to go for the Psychic Dominator. This makes me think Kwos does not know the map, because that's going to put him low power, and that's going to give Burg a chance to get ahead here. Yeah, so look at the timer in the bottom right. It's not moving. Kwos is severely low power. Okay, power plant up, so he's good now. Throws off your build a little bit. Not too bad, though, but that thing does take a lot of power early on. So Burg now with the top and bottom War Factory. I like that, being able to split things up. He can switch off primaries, pump tanks on either side, keep Kwos on his toes. I also like that bunker on the top side. It allows Burg to work on the bottom side. He's not reliant on his army to be his defensive. Sneaks in there, grabs a sentry gun. Nice hit for Burg. Deso's out now for Kwos to slow things down. That Psychic Dominator put him slightly behind, so Kwos is looking to play more of a defensive game here. And you know, so the Deso is a good way to do it. So now Burg has an engineer out. So Burg wants to steal this Psychic Dominator just to stop the timer. Even if he can't hold it, he wants to get in there, grab it, slow things down. Kwos might be looking to take a bite here on the bottom side. Yeah, that War Factory is looking nice. Burg reacts fast, takes it out. Burg now countering those Desos with drones. Burg now out with his own radar. That Deso going to try to get in. Ooh, can this? There's no way that engineer. Oh, right on the edge of the radiation. Wow. And Burg sneaks that engineer in just in time. And so that does reset the timer. It does put Burg now low power, though. So you see the timer not moving again. So Burg is low power, but he did need to steal that. Oh, and Burg, okay, so Burg now with the battle lab. Now Burg building a nuclear reactor. So Burg going to be low power here for a long period of time. To the untrained eye, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but in Soviet versus Soviet, every Rhino counts. Giving up a Rhino lead is devastating, puts you significantly behind. So every second you're low power, you're going to be getting outproduced by your opponent. Tank battle here, and it looks like Burg's going to come out on top, and Burg does chase him back, but not before Kwos can grab the Psychic Dominator. So again, they trade hands with the Psychic Dominator, and I said it all month, guys, you know, at the lower level, the Psychic Dominator was almost an ornament. It was basically just for decoration. No one ever took it. I think we only saw one get used, but I kept saying at the higher level, we still don't know how it's going to play. And here we come, the first pro match, and we have the Psychic Dominator already taken over 5 different times. And now Burg's going to put a Desolator back there to defend this Psychic Dominator. I like that move. That's a great idea. Love that from Burg. Kirov going in now. A lot of flak scrambled already, cannon and a few flak tracks. Ooh, but Kwos puts a little radiation on his own flak tracks there. That Kirov doesn't get much done, but does switch Kwos over to flax for a bit and throw him off a little bit. So nice move there. Nice move. And so now we do have Burg pushing tech nicely here. So Burg has the Iron Curtain advantage. He has the Psychic Dominator, and he's got Dreadnoughts in the water. Burg's in the water with Dreadnoughts, boys. And Kwos has not gotten... Kwos now just out with an Iron Curtain, but Kwos has no naval answer. This Dreadnought's about to go to work. Keep an eye on that Dreadnought as Kwos brings a Kurov across the top side. Kwos brings a drone down to counter that Desolator. He's preparing to grab that Psychic Dominator. Psychic Dominator's got about 2 real minutes left on it, so a bit of time. Burg would have to hold it quite a bit here. This Dreadnought's AFK down here. Kwos has the flak tracks to counter it. So flak tracks counter, we'll keep an eye on that, but let's shift up to the top side here, see what we got going on. I would imagine Burg is pumping submarines right now. How's Burg's money? Yeah, Burg's on 5K. Burg's pretty comfortable. And we see an Iron Curtain with the drones trying to thin out Kwos's army here. And now Burg goes in, grabs a few. Kwos with his own drones to slow Burg down. And that's a pretty good hit from Burg. He took a few tanks there, and that's exactly what you want. Soviet versus Soviet, thinning out the enemy's tanks. So now Burg's trying to hit this oil in the bottom right. Not going to work. Kwos now in the water himself. And what an absolute banger, boys. This is war right here. Going to war. Kurov trying to sneak along the top side, get out of range of that flak cannon. Burg not responding to this Kurov. Now Burg's flak track's going. Burg likes his odds in this tank battle. He's going to push in, but keep an eye on those Desos. That's how Kwos plans to even the odds here. Now we have squids, water countering each other. That Dreadnought's not able to get much done. Burg pushing in on the top side on some heavy radiation here. Gets a bit of damage there, but maybe not as much value as he wanted out of that exchange. But the Psychic Dominator is coming very shortly, so Burg's comfortable pulling back here. Psychic Dominator's juiced up, boys. Iron Curtain for Kwos. What can he get done here? Psychic Dominator coming and Burg's Iron Curtain coming. So Kwos wants to get so much done here. Can he get something done? He's going to go for the nuclear reactor, put Burg low power. Ooh, Kwos not able to get it. Kwos doesn't get anything. Psychic Dominator is ready, and Burg's Iron Curtain is ready. The Psychic Dominator, massive hit, takes the MCV, and Kwos quits out. And you guys saw there, Burg, what we've talked about before, Burg plays the map. He understands the assignment, and Burg played that map flawlessly there. That was absolutely beautiful, an absolute work of art. I can't say we've seen a game all month, and we've seen a lot of games. We have not seen a player fully utilize and execute a game plan specifically designed for this map. Absolutely beautiful, and that's the kind of player Burg is, and that's the kind of entertainment he gives us on a regular basis. Hats off to Burg. Kwos played good, but Burg played the map perfectly. Let's grab that replay here. Keep an eye on the Psychic Dominator coming. Psychic Dominator on the right side, and you see the oil next to Kwos's MCV. That was his Achilles heel here. Psychic Dominator, Psychic Dominator. Yep, and so because of that oil took out the nuclear reactor. It took out the nuclear reactor and it took out the MCV. So you gotta be so careful with those oils on this map. The Psychic Dominator goes insane. Oh yeah, where's our prediction at? We had some mods in here. Mods dropping the ball, go figure. It is best of 5. On the right side of the screen, you can see all the info on the match. Yeah, Burg's absolutely in beast mode right now, looking really, really tough. So now we switch over to Allied versus Allied. Quick shout out, guys, we are looking for sponsors. Sponsors for next month's tournament. We're gonna try to keep the action rolling here. Looking to raise $100. We got 48 raised already. If you give $5, you get the silver, you get a shout out. $15 or more, you get to create your own unit for a free-for-all map. $25 or more, you get to create your own map. Oh God, that layer's not gonna go away. Hold on one sec. Okay, hold on. Burg pushing in here with these Grizzlies. Oh, I messed this up. All right, sorry. Burg pushing in now with these Grizzlies. Gonna ult the War Factory. Does get the ult on the War Factory. That is hilarious. Now gonna continue to go to work, go right for the MCV. Burg rushing in here. What's gonna target the power? Kwos scrambling to counter here. And I love this rush from Burg. The Grizzly rush from Allied. So unexpected. Grabs the power plant. Kwos out now with the Rockies, drives him back. Oh my goodness. So now Kwos gonna try to counterpunch with the Rockies. The Patriot missile out to counter, and Kwos has the IFVs, and a big aerial opening from Kwos here. Wow. That's a nice hit from Burg though. That was a good unexpected play from him. But he is gonna fall behind in the Eagle Wars here. Eagles coming in for Kwos. Oh, they do take the AFC, but Kwos loses 2 Eagles. Ooh, Kwos loses all 3 Eagles there. Kwos loses all 3 Eagles. So now Burg in again, gonna try to make something happen using his IFVs offensively here. Gonna target the AFC. Oh, forces the sell on the AFC. Nice move, nice move. Wow, and super early tech, so we see Burg go Battle Lab here. So Burg gonna get in and hit that AFC again, and that's a nice move. You know, the AFC wars we always see with the Eagles, but Burg has now mixed and matched. He's taken the AFC on the ground, he's taken the AFC with his AFC, or taking the AFC with his Eagles, and now like super early gap generator. So remember, guys, now Kwos cannot see this section of the map. So big advantage up there. That early tech push, and Burg takes the AFC again, but Kwos is prepared. He's got 2 of them out now. Sitting on 2 AFCs, that's a good way to do it when you got a player like Burg continuously harassing it. And look at Burg's economy. The super early battle lab, gap generator, Eagles, and a Navy, and he's chilling at 1,000. He's got to run out of money here, right? I think he is going to be running out of money here shortly. But yeah, but that early naval push, and I'm not even sure Kwos has this scouted. Kwos might not know the Navy's coming. Eagles again. Ooh, and takes an AFC with full. Ooh, an AFC with Eagles on it. That's absolutely devastating. Burg's looking really, really tough right now. Battle Lab out now for Kwos. Kwos is pumping Prism tanks. Burg is pumping Mirage tanks. A little difference in philosophy here. Okay, so now Kwos. So Burg is camping this naval, the harbor right now. Burg is putting. Oh, Kwos has 1 Rocky in the back of his base. Oh my God. Okay, so you see what's going on here. Burg has built dolphins, and he's got dolphins camping the harbor and preventing Kwos from building a naval yard. So Kwos has to come down here and just shoot in the water, try to target the dolphins to try to clear out the space for his naval yard. That's a great counter. Cruiser out now, but he brings the cruiser behind the AFC, behind the aircraft carrier. So that aircraft carrier is going to go down, but now Burg has a cruiser coming to clean out these Rockies. Burg should be able to pull ahead in the naval here. Now Kwos out with a Tanya to counter the naval. That's hilarious. Good move, good move. Tanya in the water now for Kwos. We'll keep an eye on this Tanya. Tanya going to work. Tanya's going to... Burg down to try to counter. Tanya's going to hit the naval yard. Oh, Tanya's hilarious. I love that unit. Okay, and now a bit of a standoff here. Allied versus Allied on this map. We see this quite often, kind of this little lull in the mid-game as both players just kind of bolster up and get ready to go to war. But the action will continue here. There is little things going on across the map, but we're not seeing those big banging fights that you often see in Soviet versus Soviet. Cruiser out. These cruisers are so devastating. Their anti-air, even as 1 unit, is so strong. And now, ooh, Burg hops in to try to target a couple Prism tanks. That's always nice. Prism tanks are so weak and so powerful that if you ever spot an opening, to get in and just thin out a few can make a big difference. Kwos is not building enough right now. Kwos on 17K. So now Burg gonna hop in. He feels like he has map control. He's gonna hop in and take that Psychic Dominator. I think that's a good move. This is a nice little unexpected surprise. Burg is gapped up down here. He's got a bunch of GIs. Good little defense using his paradrops defensively. If he throws them offensively, they'd get gobbled up. I know we have a Weather Storm out for Kwos. Very, very interesting move. Ooh, and these aircraft carrier trying to do some work on the bottom. And we are going to have an engagement on the top side here. Both players bringing in their Rockies. Both players using the Rockies to counter each other's Prism tanks. Burg does have a few IFVs, but does he have enough? Oh, he picks up the Elite IFV. That's exactly what Burg needed here in the top left. But the Elite IFV goes down, and Kwos is going to continue the push here. Doesn't have much left. Going to try to go for a chain reaction. Doesn't get that oil, and Burg comes out on top just barely there on the battle. But Burg also winning the naval battle as well, so Kwos really needed to try to win that. Burg definitely has the momentum right now. Kwos losing on the ground and in the water. Also losing the air battle, to be honest. And you see Burg's money. Burg only on 5K. He's making his money work for him. Kwos a bit out of form here. We said we haven't seen Kwos playing much Blitz lately and just not looking really warmed up here as Burg pushes in, takes out that top expansion, and goes 2-0 on Kwos. Wow. Hold on, let me get... Sorry, this layer was not meant to stay up like that forever. Wow, very, very interesting to see here. Absolute banger, guys. But, I mean, Kwos, we'll see if Kwos can make something happen here. There we go. All right. So now Kwos goes Soviet. It is best of 5. It is best of 5. Kwos now on Soviet. Okay.
Warning, psychic Dominator detected.
Yeah, that's right. You can't hide behind a bank account, Kane. That's a great point. Kane likes my hat. Color me shocked. Color me shocked. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So now, game number 3 here. If Burg wins this, Burg 3-0s Kwos, which is quite the upset. Burg didn't think he'd win. I don't think most people thought he'd win. We didn't get a prediction up because the mods are sleeping at the wheel today, apparently. But yeah, this was a bit unexpected. I thought Burg could do it, to be honest, if Burg played his game and was confident in himself. But if I was a betting man, if I had a gun to my head, I wouldn't have been very comfortable. We did see Kwos the other day crush Laptop. Laptop isn't a Blitz player, to be fair, but you know, like I said, guys, Kwos has certainly proven himself before as a top-level Blitz player. So this is a bit unexpected here. Let's see if Kwos can get a bit warmed up here and put on a show for us. If Burg wins this, he sends Kwos home, kicks him out of the pro tournament just like that, a 3-0. If Kwos wins this, the game, the match, the action rolls on. It is best of 5. Best of 5. So Kwos now with Soviet versus Allied. Generally speaking, I think Kwos, you know, pretty comfortable in this matchup, but Kwos, like I said, in the last month or 2, we haven't seen much of Kwos, and that's in the last 2 months has been when the Allied meta has really shifted for Blitz, and I'm not sure if Kwos is really ready for that, expecting that, or even knows what that looks like, to be perfectly honest. But Kwos does know one thing. Early game, he wants to push the Rhinos. But look at Burg pumping this Frankenstein defense here. Dogs and Grizzlies wants to go right to war with these Rhinos. Always a bit risky, but if you can get a few pillboxes in there, if you can micro correctly, it is possible. It's just very, very difficult. Burg is running out of money right now. Those proactive pillboxes and trying to manage Eagles at the same time is a very expensive endeavor. Kwos wants to keep those Rhinos moving, does not want to get hit by any Eagles, and Kwos wants to get some damage done early game here. He wants to get some value. Sniper out for Burg to thin out the fodder. Eagles come in and miss again. Kwos making those Eagles miss is huge. Yeah, the sniper's cleaning out Kwos's fodder, so Kwos loses the fodder advantage here. Kwos gonna push in nonetheless, and Burg doing a great job defending right now. And now Kwos can't push into 2 pillboxes. Honestly, Burg is doing such a good job pumping these Grizzlies. He's running low on money, but not running out of money. So Kwos now looking for an opening here, trying to stay out of range of the pillboxes, but Burg's got a lot of pillboxes. He's got a lot of GIs. Kwos does find an opening though. Oh, nice, and that's just great micro. He's gonna get in there. Is he gonna take this MCV? Yes, he does get the MCV. Loses his tanks for it though. Now Kwos just has to hold for the counterpunch. Can Burg counterpunch here? I don't think so. Kwos is going to continue the push. I don't think that's the move. If you grab an MCV early game, you got to be pretty comfortable sitting back. But Burg got the Battle Lab out right before. And now Burg's got Burg's got everything he needs, to be honest, especially to work his way from the beginning into the mid game. But obviously, as the game continues, he's on 1 War Factory. So Kwos wants to get, so Burg's got 4 juicers right now: AFC, War Factory, Barracks, and Battle Lab. If Kwos can find a way to knock out just one of those, the game will significantly shift in his favor. But as the time goes, right now, Burg's got a lot of things working for him, and a nice tank army here. Oh, big chain reaction. It's exactly what Kwos needed, and Kwos does put one on the board there. That was perfect early game Soviet from Kwos. He found a way to avoid those pillboxes. For those of you newer players who are trying to practice an early Soviet play, go look at that game. You know, go rewatch that game. You'll see Kwos working around the pillboxes, targeting the tanks, and then ultimately making the dive on the MCV right at the perfect moment. Really, really well played there. So now we do switch over factions. Soviet versus Allied. Burg with Soviet. It is 2-1. Again, it is match point. If Burg wins this, he sends Kwos home. Kwos wins it. We go on to a game number 5. A barn burner, boys, which is obviously what we're all here for.
Are you ready for a war?
Did we get a prediction up here? I feel like that prediction came up a little early. Is the prediction up?
I've got the knowledge.
Wait, what? I thought we put a prediction up. Did we not? Okay. Okay. Here we go, guys. Game number 4 here. Callahan's loving the game. I'm loving the game. Everyone's loving the game. We got ourselves a banger, boys. Burg has just developed into such a great Blitz player, man. It's just been fun to watch in these last couple months. So, Kwos is bringing a GI rush. Count the GIs. You can tell how much he's committing. This is quite the commitment. Again, guys, it's not a conscript rush. 10 conscripts early game cost very little. GIs are a bit expensive. And if you're not able to get some value out of them, it's difficult. So he's going to go right past that first sentry. Does have to take out that sentry. Melts the sentry. Now probably just going to dive on this oil. Will he get it? Wow. And Kwos does not get the oil. And for those of you looking for a game number 5, obviously we were cheering for that. I would have taken out an oil and a barracks, would have been a nice hit. So Kwos does not get any value out of that. Taking a sentry gun for that many GIs is devastating. The rhinos come. This could be a quick GG. This is a really, really dangerous build for Kwos. This is in range of the cliff right now. So if Burg is able to get map control, which he should be able to with these rhinos, he can shoot down on this. Yeah, about 2,000, 2.5. Yeah, it's expensive. GIs are expensive. That's true. Yeah, Burg did have to pump the sentries there, and you saw Burg sell off a couple of them, I think. Kwos now trying to harass with his air units. Needs to be careful, though. He does not have the money to rebuild these eagles, so we have to be very, very careful. And so now you see Kwos not building any preemptive pillboxes as the allied player, and that is a big commitment to trusting yourself with your tanks. He doesn't really have the money for it because of that GI, that wasted GI push. Well, not wait. I mean, it just missed. It just didn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, that's a nice battle lab snipe from Kwos. Burg is broke. That was a beautiful hit. Burg did get out the Iron Curtain right before, though. And Kwos again in with a single Rocky. I think that's hilarious. Does get a flat cannon out of Burg. Takes some power, takes some money. So now Kwos going to get a second AFC going, and that's the allied, Blitz allied we know and love. Lots and lots of AFCs, lots and lots of Eagles. Now the Prism Towers come up. Kwos looking to play a passive game here as the allied player. Yeah, Burg flexing. That's absolutely right, your dad. Your dad 12978. Now we got 6 Eagles coming in. Gonna try to take this oil right down the middle, possibly. Oh, takes out the Iron Curtain, of course, of course, of course. Grabs that Iron Curtain, only loses one Eagle. Great value there. Resetting that Iron Curtain is huge. Kwos cannot afford to take an Iron Curtain hit right now. Kwos controlling Burg's Iron Curtain could ultimately decide this game. Desolator's in to clean up these. This paradrop should be easy. Yeah, that was huge. That was absolutely huge. Really, really good spot by Kwos to get in there and take that out. So, all right, now Kwos going to be the first one in the water here. Kwos does go naval. So Kwos in the water. Oh, grabs the battle lab. So he gets in there, grabs the battle lab, pays a high toll for it, though. What did he lose? 6 Eagles there, but he got the battle lab, and that canceled out the Iron Curtain that Burg was building. So Kwos, he knows it. He knows it. He has to control Burg's tech. He can't let the Iron Curtain. He can't let the guys control the battle lab, control the Iron Curtain as much as he can. Try to just buy himself some time at the very least. So Kwos is now over camping Burg's harbor, trying to prevent Burg from getting in the water. You see Burg using his Desos to clear out the Dolphins. Now Burg in the water as well. Yeah, Kwos out with the BFs. Interesting move. Most players go Mirage instead of BFs. Those are the 2 moves for Allied. Once you go Battle Lab, get the BFs, or you go Mirages and Prisms. He's going to bring out the BFs. Not very common to see the BFs. He is mixing it up. We got some Mirages and BFs. BFs are very common to see from Snark, and not many other players in Blitz, to be perfectly honest. Do we have a naval battle? So we do have some dolphins and some subs fighting each other in the water. Keep an eye on that if anything interesting happens. Look at the range on that BF. Look at that range. And Kwos is going to push in here. Yeah, wants to push in before the Iron Curtain comes. So that's why Kwos is pushing here. He does have a decent army, and you hear there's a sniper in those BFs. Those snipers are doing work, cleaning out the Desos, cleaning out the fodder. And Kwos has a nice force here. Good mix of Mirages and Grizzlies and BFs doing some work. And this Kirov, Burg using the Kirov defensively, and Burg out with a nuclear missile for God knows what reason. But Burg does not have enough to defend here. Kwos is going to take this one home. Really, really nice, diverse army here from Kwos with the BFs, the Mirages, the Grizzlies. I love that. This again, there's snipers in those BFs. So Burg's having a very difficult time getting Desolators out, and Burg makes a Wile E. Coyote push on the left side with his flak tracks. Going to be difficult to get much value out of those. He is going for a base trade, but it's just not really going to work. Flak tracks do not have the offensive firepower to make something like that happen. Kwos does lose most of his army, though. I'm not sure how. I kind of pulled away from a second there, but oh my god, Burg's got two. How are we doing in the water? Okay, nothing in the water. So Kwos holds off Burg's push on the left. Kwos left with these two BFs. Kwos needs to just start taking out buildings. Yeah, the nuke for Burg was very, very interesting. So there is some subs in the water countering Kwos's naval. So Burg still has some subs to counter the naval. And Burg rebuilding rhinos nicely here. Kwos just needs to find a way to drop the hammer. Gonna target the nuclear silo. I guess. I mean, you can't let the nuke get shot, so yeah. All right, so Burg does quit out. Kwos picks up a point. Kwos on a 2-0 run, guys. Burg came out the gate, put a quick 2 on the board. Kwos now on a 2-0 comeback, and we go on to match point. We're going no timer. We got ourselves a barn burner, and what a way to start this day, guys. The action continues on. We're doing the semi-pro tournament right after this. We got Zane, Cold, Artie, and Zed playing in a tournament, and then after that, Marco is playing one of the semi-pro players. The action is rolling all day. Kwos and Burg starting things up. Oh my god, what a barn burner, boys. That's exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what. Genius 190, good redeem on that. RDOP, that's not relevant, but yeah, the BF was a great call, and especially mixing in those snipers. That was the big thing. Getting those snipers and those BFs to clear out Burg's infantry, his desolators, that was huge. All right, here we go. Here we go. You guys know it. You know what's coming. Barn burner, match point. We saw Burg come kicking out the gate, proving that he deserves to be in the pro bracket, winning 2 points against Kwos decisively, and then Kwos winning the last 2 on a 2-0 run right now. So this is match point. It is best of 5. If Burg wins this, he goes on in the pro tournament, sends Kwos home, or vice versa. Loser of this is dropping out of the pro tournament. Winner is going on. High stakes here. Both players feeling it. Burg's been playing good. Kwos just getting warmed up, and you know, like we've talked about, traditional skill, Kwos is an entire class above Burg. Kwos, one of the best players in the world right now in traditional. Burg flexing his Blitz experience, the experience he's gotten these last couple months over Kwos in Blitz, playing this map beautifully, using everything at his disposal, pulling out all of his trick plays, all of his tactics, everything he's been studying on this map all month, and he has been using it to put up a couple points to make it happen, but Kwos is playing some great Blitz as well, and as he's warmed up, he's proven that Kwos is a beast. So let's see if Burg can make something happen here. Let's see if Kwos can hang on to the run he's on. 2-0 right now for Kwos in a row. If Kwos wins this, it'll be a 3-0 comeback. Did you just point at yourself? I did just point at myself. That's the stream we got. I got my own. I got a digital replay version of myself to hype myself up. I know. It's a big move. It's a big move. All right. And Kwos, all these guys already getting ready to go to war. Decent fodder advantage here for Kwos, but Burg out with the bunkers. Burg knows Soviet versus Soviet early game. The advantage is going to go to a player like Kwos. He's one of the best Soviet players in the world right now. So Burg putting out the bunkers, that's the exact right play here to try to buy himself some time, try to get into a mid-late game. That's where Burg is going to excel here. Burg managing his tech, managing a more diverse army, the more diverse Blitz Soviet that we've started seeing in the meta now. That's definitely where Burg's going to be more favored here. Possibly a Psychic Dominator push. He wants to get in the water. He wants to make as many different things happen as possible. That's where he's going to get an advantage. But that all starts by resisting early on versus Kwos's Rhinos, and Kwos splitting off, preparing a top and bottom. You see Burg out now with a radar. So Burg's going to try to get some desos out. Again, Burg looking to slow this game down, trying to play a mid-late game. Kwos wants to send this one home as early as possible. The Rhinos, you see the Rhinos are hungry right now. But as I say that, Kwos actually the first one to go tech here, wants to get that first Iron Curtain out. We've seen the Iron Curtains be so decisive so far in this matchup. Both players want to have the IC advantage. Burg right behind Kwos on the Battle Lab. But then Kwos brings out an oil right behind it, so it looks like... So Kwos gets... Oh, both players bring their Kirov. So Kirov for Kirov. We'll see who can get the more value out of that. and then we'll see who goes IC first. Burg just happy to radiate his entire base on the bottom side, wants to slow things down and play off the top side. In the lower divisions, we saw this section of the map kind of be dead space, but we've talked about it is the better place to jockey for position because playing off the higher elevation is always an advantage. You get a little bit of extra range. Flak tracks now to counter these Kirovs, and is Kwos looking to push in behind it? It looks like he might be. Oh, can that Kirov get that oil? Ooh, takes a bunker and does some nice splash damage. And Burg's on the right side, gets a bit done as well. Oh, the one on the right's still going. Lot of smoking tanks here for Burg now. Kwos is kind of evaluating. Kwos is, I think, going to push in here, playing off that top cliff. Yeah, Burg's got a lot of smoking tanks. Burg is seriously in trouble. Burg needs to try to get some radiation down. Pull an old broken arrow. Broken arrow is when you just, even if you're damaging your own units, you just go for it. Deso your own tanks because he has more. As much Desolators as Burg can get going here. Burg trying to keep the game going. Desolators down. Kwos working outside that radiation. Gets in and dives on the Iron Curtain. Burg quits out. Kwos takes it home. A 3-0 run for Kwos. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so I mean, what a banger, guys. I mean, that was Burg put 2 up, played some great blitz, but then Kwos on a 3-0 run once he got warmed up there, made it happen. Hats off to both players, played some great blitz. Tough. I mean, it's tough. Yeah, Burg played great. But Kwos, yeah, once Kwos got warmed up, like we talked about, I mean, Kwos is just a top-level player. I mean, expect oh, sorry, I did that wrong. Expect Kwos to give Marco a run for his money. That's not fair to assume Marco's going to beat the second-place semi-pro player. You never know. You never know. But expect Kwos to put on a continued showing throughout this tournament. But well played, both players. They put on a show for us. Hats